This is the easiest fudge I've ever made. You only need 2 ingredients and you can make it in the microwave. Just melt milk chocolate in 30-second bursts until smooth, then stir in the Nutella until fully combined. Pour it into a tin and refrigerate for 1 hour. And that's it! Super easy and perfect for kids. Enjoy!
Since I got pregnant, my cravings are super intense. So today, I'm craving for chocolate mousse. Also, since I got pregnant, I got very lazy. So the chocolate mousse that I'm making is only 2 ingredients. First ingredient is whipped cream. Next is chocolate cream. The whipped cream I'm using is Whipped Top from Lefranc, Philippines. It's a powder type whipped cream and you just need cold water. Since it's a powder type, don't forget to sift the powder before mixing it with your mixer. The same as other whipped creams, whip it until it's fluffy. For the second ingredient, I'm using Colata chocolate cream. You can also use this for your filling or frosting, for your cupcakes or cakes. In my case, I'm using it for my chocolate mousse. For the ratio, it really depends on you how much chocolate you want to add. For me, tinansya ko lang siya until makuha ko yung gusto kong level ng chocolate. Actually, yun na yun. Kumuha lang ako ng ganitong cup kasi palapit ng Christmas. Baka gusto nyo parang ganitong style for catering or kasi ako nakakain din. For finishing touches and added flavor, I'm adding cappuccino glaze from Colata. Para mas maganda, lagay nyo muna sa piping bag. Pero, tamad yung atin nyo. So, ganyan na lang. Alam ko naman lahat ng cakes nyo masarap, pero gandahan nyo din sa presentation. So, for me, lagyan lang ako whipped cream at konting pag-gold para social. O, diba?
Now, for tonight's taste test, it's different kasi may kasama ako para din maray niya yung mga ginagawa natin. Say hi!
Hi.
Wow! Huwag ka magpa-cute. At ito na yung mousse.
Mouse.
Yan na namin. Ayan. Honest ha. Ito yung mousse na ginawa natin with the whipped cream and the chocolate cream. Super sarap siya with the yung cappuccino na glaze. Madali lang siya. 2 ingredients and meron na kayong chocolate mousse.
2 ingredients churros. So easy, so delicious. Let's go. First, we're putting yogurt and a tiny bit of maple syrup or honey or any kind of sugar sweetener that you like. Mix, 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 and should look like this. Now I'm adding food coloring because I obviously want it to be pink. Then I'm adding flour and we're done. That's it. Mix, mix, mix until you have the perfect dough. Then I put on gloves because it's really sticky and rolled it out into cutie little churro bites. And then I dipped it in some sprinkles on the bottom because why not? And that's it. Recipe will be in my IG. Come back for part 2.
Trying the 2-ingredient mini banana pancakes hack.
We're gonna start by cutting the banana into I wouldn't say the thinnest slices, but not the thickest, because we do want this to kind of cook. So here I've got some pancake mixture, thank you Betty Crocker. To this I'm gonna add some cinnamon. Immediately I am sold. I smell cinnamon, banana. I've got a pancake cooking maker. It doesn't really need any oil, so I'm just using spray coconut oil just to prevent sticking and also to add some flavor. To the pancake batter, I'm gonna add the banana. I'm just gonna throw it all in there. I'm just gonna mix them in there a little bit. I think the best way to do this might be with a fork. Turns out this part is not as easy as I thought, or maybe this is too hot. They look cute, but a little bit messy. Look at the color on this one. I would say this is the perfect color for a pancake. So I would say these are definitely ready. So when you're done, they kind of look like this. Kind of looks like little pancake cereal. There's crunchy bits and then soggier bits, which I think is the ideal scenario for pancakes. This literally takes me back to being a kid. This is officially my comfort food. It's crispy and then it melts in your mouth.
brownies in a pinch, these only take 2 ingredients. Break 4 eggs in a bowl and whisk them together until they start to get fluffy. Then gradually pour in a cup of melted Nutella. And that's all there is to the batter. Now you're going to pour that into a baking dish. Make sure it's spread out evenly and then bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Finish that off with some melted Nutella and you've got brownies with just 2 ingredients. So we are back today with another cloud bread video, but this time we decided to try something different and go with no baking. So the ingredients are pretty much the same, 3 egg whites. Just whisk those together until you start getting a nice foam at the top. Then add 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, mix that all together, and then optionally, but for the best results, add food coloring. This time we went with red coloring, which gave us a nice pink mix. So instead of putting this into an oven, you can put this into any deep container that has a lid. Just line it with parchment paper and then make the shape that you want. The baking time can vary, so just make sure you're keeping an eye on it as it goes. This process worked really well too and gave nice fluffy results.
I'm tipping, wood grain I'm gripping, catch me light switching with the paint dripping. Turn your neck and your day ain't missing. Me and Slim, we ain't tripping, I'm figure flipping and serve.
Here's how to make the most amazing Kinder chocolate mousse with just 2 ingredients. Just melt the Kinder chocolate in the microwave, stir it until smooth, then let it cool. Pour double cream into a bowl and whisk to stiff peaks, then whisk in the melted Kinder chocolate. Pipe it into a glass and top with a chunk of Kinder Bueno if you wish. Serve straight away or store in the fridge to firm it up. Enjoy!
Into the thick of it! Into the thick of it! Into the thick of it! Oh. We're tramping through the bush, all in the bush. But we can't see where we're going.
This entire batch of potato chips has just over 100 calories. This is the ultimate low-calorie snack hack. It takes 10 minutes to make and they're super crunchy. Start by grabbing your potatoes, cut off their ends, then slice them into really thin pieces like shown here. Now just soak the potatoes in an ice bath for about 1 to 2 minutes and this helps remove the extra starch. Place the potatoes on a plate with baking paper, add your choice of seasonings. Now all that's left to do is microwave them for 5 to 6 minutes, flipping halfway, and it'll come out golden brown and super crispy. And that's it. These literally have 10 times less calories than regular potato chips. And if you want more recipes like these, don't forget to follow for more and check out my cookbook.
Hi mga ka-foodies! 2 ingredients lang ang kailangan mo para sa snack na to. Kailangan mo lang ng molo wrapper at ng cheese. Gupitin ang molo wrapper kagaya nito at slice mo yung cheese. I-fold mo naman ng molo wrapper na parang apa at ipasok mo sa loob ang sobra sa labas. Ilagay ang cheese. 2 yung nilagay ko para cheesy. Ilagay mo na sa air fryer. At isprayan mo ito ng oil. Isa lang sa air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. At baliktarin mo naman yung kabilang side at isa lang mo ulit. Gumawa ka naman ng sausawan na mayo at sriracha. O diba, ang lutong, ang dali lang lutuin, ang sarap pa. Bye-bye!
Craving something sweet, so 2 ingredient cookies it is. Let's go. Add bananas to a bowl, give them a mash. The riper the banana, the sweeter the cookie. Unsweetened coconut, give it a stir. I added 2 additional ingredients, but those are totally optional and interchangeable. Shape the cookies and bake them at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Enjoy and follow for more.
Jiggle, jiggle, it folds, I like to see you wiggle, wiggle. For sure, it makes me wanna dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, really had to see it. 6 feet 2 in the compact, no slack. my mind, sipping some red wine. I said, trickle, trickle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle. For sure, it makes me wanna dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you only had to see it. Same screen too, and a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back.
I have a confession. I'm not usually a fan of 2-ingredient recipes, but this one I keep coming back to. Let's make these incredibly easy 2-ingredient donuts. All you're gonna need is 140 grams of self-raising flour and 190 grams of a thick yogurt. Either Greek yogurt or Greek-style yogurt is perfect. Mix it together and then shape it into balls, about a tablespoon in size. Gently fry until golden brown, and then remove from the pan and drain on kitchen paper. Dredge in cinnamon and sugar. Enjoy.
Did you know that you can make wraps with only 2 ingredients, flax seeds and water? They are easy, delicious, fluffy and flexible. All you have to do is process flax seeds until fine and flour-like, mix with boiling water until a dough forms, roll between 2 pieces of parchment paper, cut out into big circles and cook on the fry pan for a few minutes. These are a great source of vegan omega-3s and you can roll them with your choice of fillings for a healthy and delicious lunch.
Making 2-ingredient mango mochi. You just need this. I used 2 mango bars and I don't know why they look like ripe bananas. Melt it and add half cup of mochiko flour and mix. Wrap it, poke some holes, and you're going to microwave for 2 minutes, then another 30 seconds until it looks like this. A little bit of oil and it's super hot, so use something else before you knead with your hands. Make a little mochi by pinching a little ball like this. Roll with your palm and ta-da! So cute! I skewer them, but honestly, just eat it by itself. They actually tasted pretty good.
This is how I make a 2-ingredient Oreo icebox cake. Yep, you heard me right, just 2 ingredients. So it's perfect for days where you want a really simple dessert but don't want to use the oven. Begin by whipping 1 cup of heavy cream until stiff peaks, and if you like your desserts a little bit sweeter, you can add a tablespoon of sugar to the cream before whipping, but I prefer not to because I find the Oreos a little bit sweet already. This step is completely optional, but I like adding in about a 1/4 cup of vanilla bean coconut yogurt to the mixture, because I find that the tanginess of the coconut yogurt makes the icebox cake taste almost like a cheesecake. Love how customizable icebox cakes are. You can always switch out the Oreos for other biscuits or cookies, like for example, you can use Lotus biscuits for a speculoos or biscuit flavoured cake. All that's left to do is to layer your cream and Oreo cookies. Again, this step is completely optional, but I like drizzling it with a little bit of melted chocolate and topping it off with more crushed Oreos. Let the icebox cake set in the fridge for about 3 to 5 hours or over
So I tried out a 2-ingredient mochi hack, and I used basic strawberry ice cream that you get in a pack for like £1 with chocolate and vanilla, milk isoles, and you need to use glutinous rice flour, not the rice flour that you use to make roti. This is mochi. So yeah, mix everything together, cover it in cling film, microwave it for 2 minutes. I don't even know if you can call this a hack. This was so hard for me to knead, like it just kept sticking to my fingers even though I oiled the board. But cornstarch came through, I sprinkled it with cornstarch. You can eat it